Greetings, peace, everyone. We are live again. Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Originally, I was scheduled to come on at 8, but I wanted to come out a little bit early because I will be on daddy duty here shortly. Massa is coming here shortly, and I'm gonna be making turkey burgers and all that good stuff. So I just wanted to go ahead and kick off the live. Now we won't be here long. Just wanted to go over a couple of announcements and then go from there. Probably open the lines up for people who want to call in. And you are more than welcome to call in and add to the conversation. Me and Kala Genesis will be on tomorrow night, probably around 7 p.m. So you can check out me and Kala tomorrow night around 7. I'll also come on myself earlier in the day. Not sure what time, but I will also be on tomorrow earlier in the day. Let's see here. What else do we have? What else do we have? What else do we have? That's about it, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Also, make sure you visit Donfo, DANFO, Africa. Again, visit Donfo, DANFO Africa. Appreciate you guys' support. Tour Sierra Leone, November 20th. We are leaving from JFK. The citizenship is available to those who qualify. Again, citizenship is available to those who qualify. We would love to have you guys join us in Sierra Leone. And I'll do another show just discussing, the Sierra Leone tour that's coming up in November. Also, Nigeria in August. August 8th through the 17th for the Oshun Festival. I would love to have you guys join us for that trip. Again, August 8th through the 17th for the Oshun Festival. Would love to have you guys join us in Niger, Niger in Nigeria. So come and join us. We would love to have you guys. Hit me up. Go to Donfo, DANFO, Donfo, DANFO Africa. Go to donfo.africa. Again, Sierra Leone in November. Citizenship is available to those who qualify. And again, go to donfo, DANFO Africa to learn more. Question. I know a lot of people, they always ask this question. So I'm going to give the answer. Like I said, I kind of like to ask, do kind of like a Q&A or a live FAQ, for just to address questions that people have in regards to traveling to Africa. And so the question that comes up is, Dynas, how much money should I bring? How much money should I bring? That's really depends on your spending habits. That depends on your spending habits. But for me personally, I always keep about $800 to $1,000. I would say recommend bringing that about $800 to $1,000 to Africa. But again, it just really depends on your spending habits. Again, it really depends on your spending habits. So I would recommend bringing $800 to $1,000. And if you spend it, you spend it. If you don't, you take it home. You change it back out. Usually, what we do when we arrive to Africa, I rarely exchange money at the airport. Again, I rarely exchange money at the airport. Reason why: the rate is always more expensive at the airport versus just, doing it on the street. So again, I rarely exchange money at the airport. I usually just wait till we leave the airport and exchange at the street because you'll get a better rate. But when you exchange your money, if you don't spend it, by all means, exchange it back to USD or British pound, wherever you're coming from, and you're on your way. For the most part, pounds, euros, USD, those are the most three accepted forms of currency as far as exchanging on the continent: pounds, euros, and the United States dollar. Also, depending where you're at, I mean, you can use your debit card, your American debit card. Just make sure you call your bank Again, call your bank and let them know that you're traveling overseas. Again, call your bank, let them know that you are traveling overseas and that you'll be using your debit card. You also get cash out the ATM machine. Again, call your bank if you want to get cash out the ATM machine. And for the most part, like Cash App card and like prepaid debit cards. I don't know. They usually don't work overseas. Again, no, the prepaid cards usually don't work. Some do, some don't. I know the crypto cards. Now the cryptocurrency cards. Crypto.com card. I had a card. What was the other card I had? Yes, sir, Rakeem. Starts in New York, brother. Shout out to Rakeem. Rakeem's coming with us to Nigeria in August. Yes, we're leaving out of New York. We're leaving out of New York. So usually I fly out of New York when I travel. Maybe sometimes Atlanta, but for the most part, when I travel overseas, I fly out of New York. And the reason why, Delta is pretty much running a racket here in Atlanta. They're like the only real major airline, especially international. Because with Delta, you have Air France, you have KLM, and they pretty much touch everything. So the other carriers like Ethiopian Airlines, Royal Air Maroc, Air Senegal, like the other international carriers, they're not at Hartsfield Jackson. It's pretty much Delta. So Delta could be pretty expensive. I was considering actually flying from out of Atlanta for this Nigeria trip. Yeah, Ruby, I got that. I appreciate it. I'm gonna pull that up here shortly. I was actually considering flying out of Atlanta somewhat on this trip coming up, this Nigeria trip, but New York is pretty much the best bet. I mean, I'm giving you guys a travel hack. New York is pretty much the best bet. Also, too, I would say this: if you like to fly business class, guys, once you fly business class one time, you're going to be spoiled. You're not going to fly anything else. The only thing that can ruin business class is if the food is terrible. Again, it's sometimes the food is just hit or miss. So I'm flying business class on Ethiopian Airlines, heading to Nigeria. And for business class, it's really not that bad. When you can get a round trip business class ticket for between $2,500 to $3,500 international, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And Delta sometimes going to Nigeria business class, it's not worth it, and it's overpriced. I mean, Delta One going to Nigeria sometimes it's like five. I mean, once you get to like $4,000, it's just the value's not there unless you got the money, unless you big pockets. But so the value isn't always there. Uh, once you start spending more than $3,500 for a round trip international business class ticket, that's like my cutoff. After that, I mean, yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So, yeah, United flies now to. Be quiet. Whatever, Jackie. United flies directly to Lagos as well now. Correct. They do. And United flies direct to Ghana as well. I think out of DC. I think both. United flies directly to Nigeria. But I'm not really United. I'm a Delta guy. I prefer Delta. Ethiopian Airlines is okay. Ethiopian Airlines is cool. Air Senegal was okay. I'm a Delta guy, but sometimes Delta, isn't always the best option. Unfortunately, a lot of times Delta isn't the best option, especially going to Nigeria. It's up in the air. So we're flying Ethiopian Airlines. I've flown Ethiopian Airlines a lot. Ethiopian Airlines is good. It's good. It's good. Well, with this Ethiopian Airlines flight, we're flying direct from New York to Lome, Togo, and then Lome to Lagos, which isn't bad at all. But I don't like going to Europe. Like going to Europe and coming back to Africa, that's what I don't like. So I could do, as long as I get direct to Africa, to West Africa. I can pretty much get. I'm good. I can get all over West Africa. So Air Senegal, Delta, Ethiopian. I haven't flown United yet, direct to Africa. But those three airlines. No, 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 no. We go to Lome, Togo. So Ethiopian Airlines. I'm giving you guys some travel hacks. In fact, guys, I'm not. I got something later on. I'll share that with you guys later. So you can fly direct. So Ethiopian Airlines flies direct to Lome, Togo, and Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire, from New York and Newark. Again, from JFK, from Newark, New Jersey, on Ethiopian Airlines, you can fly direct to Lome, and you can fly direct to Abidjan. And I think the flight from Lome will go to Addis Ababa, then back to Lome. Yeah. So yeah. So we're flying Ethiopian Airlines. Ethiopian Airlines is nice. It's cool. Air Senegal was cool, but I prefer Delta. But sometimes Delta's just, it's not, because see the issue with Delta. There used to be a direct flight. I think they started it back up, but it's like maybe once a week now. I don't know why they stopped it, but Delta used to have a direct flight to Lagos out of New York. I've taken that flight several times, but they had stopped it, and now they resumed it. So usually flying direct on to Lagos on Delta out of New York is cheaper than Atlanta, but they've stopped it. They stopped that flight. I don't know why. I don't know why Delta stopped flying direct to Lagos out of New York. Because like I said, I've been on that flight a couple times. But like I said, the best, I fly out of New York. Uh, Flying Air Senegal business class, it was okay. It was all right. Like I said, the business class you'll be comfortable, but the food is either hit or miss. And I'll be honest. That last flight that we took business class on Air Senegal, the food wasn't it wasn't good. Like I said, it's hit or miss. If the food is good, thumbs up. Because I mean, you got all the amenities. You can stretch out. You got your own little private space. You're not rubbing elbow to elbow with anybody. So Brussels, I can't stand Brussels. Can't stand. I don't like Brussels at all. I refuse to fly Brussels. So when going to Sierra Leone, you know, your options are Air Senegal, Air France, or Brussels. I prefer Air Senegal, but Air Senegal. In fact, if I had to choose between Air Senegal, Air France, and Brussels, I'm flying Air Senegal. So Air France from New York, you have a layover, Charles de Gaulle. Then Charles de Gaulle, you come to Freetown. Brussels, you go to Belgium, then you come to Freetown. Air Senegal, you fly direct from New York to Dakar. It's a 7-hour flight, which isn't bad. Then from Dakar to Freetown, it's like 2 hours. The only reason why it's like 2.5 hours is because it stops in Gambia. But you don't have to get off the plane. It just people who are getting off in Gambia, they get off, and the people who are coming on, they come on the plane, and then we go to then you go to Freetown. So I prefer. So that route for Freetown, Air Senegal, perfect. Love it. Absolutely perfect. That route is perfect. It's just in the business class, they got to step the food up in a business class. But outside of that route, love it. Now you have like a 3-hour layover in Dakar. You have like a 3-hour layover, 3.5 hour layover. But I go the cars their lounge, the food in the lounge is decent. Like I said, it's really about the food. Flying business class, when you're in these lounges, it's really about the food. You get good food, it's a great experience. So I go to the lounge in the car, get the food. Because when you fly business class, you automatically upgrade and get the lounges. So like I said, it's cool. Now flying Ethiopian Airlines to Nigeria. So when you book business class, you get the lounge. You have access to the lounge in JFK in Terminal 8. I'm not sure which lounge is going to be. Uh, I'm not sure which lounge is going to be when you get to JFK, because JFK, that Terminal 8, it's okay terminal. Like I said, I prefer Delta lounges. Because I mean, again, like I said, the food is hit or miss. Even in Delta lounges, the food is still hit or miss. I remember back in the day, and they stopped it. But even if you flew coach domestic, I know kind of off topic. Even if you flew coach domestic, the food you got a hot meal, and the food was okay. They stopped it. Now you get peanuts and Biscoffs. That's all you get when you fly. I bought one of them $6 travel pillows. I'll be ready for economy next time. Laugh aloud. Okay. Yeah. So, um, yeah. Now they just give you shout out to WM West Africa 1980. But yeah, they used to give you hot meal in coach when you flew domestic. They stopped that. I don't know why. Shout out to Timbo Slice, Kimbo Slice's brother. Yeah. Um, it's sad the USA oppressing Haiti, Cuba, Venezuela just proved the U.S. supplying drug lords. They're backing rebels in Congo. Yeah. That priority pass. What's priority pass? That for United? Yeah, but if you have to lay over in Europe, Heathrow or Charles de Gaulle. Heathrow, Charles de Gaulle, love those airports. Amsterdam is okay. I mean, Amsterdam is okay, but Heathrow, Charles de Gaulle, those are good airports. Like again, if you're gonna be stuck in Europe, layover in Europe, Heathrow, Charles de Gaulle. Now Brussels Airport, terrible. And the thing is, sometimes with a priority pass lets you use lounges all around the world. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up. So okay, what were we talking about? Yeah, so we're flying Ethiopian to Nigeria in August. Looking forward to that. We're gonna have a great time. Uh, yeah, we're gonna have a excellent time. Very, 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 very fun time in Nigeria. If you guys want to join us, you are more Charles de Gaulle Airport or Brussels. Charles de Gaulle by far. See what they do sometimes. Like a lot of these airports, like Portugal, Tap Portugal, Brussels. What they'll do, they'll purposely like the flights headed to Africa. They'll give you the shittiest. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. They'll give you the sorriest, suckiest terminals. They'll give you the worst terminals where like there's nothing in the terminal. So they do a lot of that. They play a lot of those games when you go to like when you fly through Europe. I mean, well, you see, I'm not a big fan of Air France, the airline. But as far as Charles de Gaulle Airport, if I got to go through Europe, I'm going to Charles de Gaulle or Heathrow. Again, I'm going to Charles de Gaulle or Heathrow. But for the most part, when I go to Africa now, I'm going. I mean, there's so many options now. I'm getting straight to the continent, direct from America. Again, I'm going straight to the continent, directly from America. So, I'm going JFK, going direct to Dakar. Oh, see, I'm giving you guys some more travel hacks. So if you want to fly business class for cheap or not that expensive, fly out of New York, number one, Air Senegal, fly to Dakar. So basically, I've been to Istanbul. I've been to the Turkish airport. There's no need for me to ever go back as of right now. I think the second time I went to Senegal, either first, yeah, no, I'm sorry. The first time I went to Senegal, I just didn't know any better. I flew Turkish Airlines from LA. So that was like a 16-hour flight, 15-hour flight from Los Angeles, California, all the way to Istanbul. Had to stay the night. Then I flew from Istanbul to Dakar. Never do that again. I just didn't know any better. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, I think the cheapest first class, business class, to get to Africa from America. If you fly from Senegal on Air Senegal or Delta, you could get round trip business class for like $2,500, which isn't bad. Which isn't bad at all. And then me, when we go to Nigeria, I'm flying to Lagos, but I'm gonna stay extra time in Lagos. Then I'm going to Senegal, and then I'm flying back from Senegal to America. But when I get to Senegal, I got to fly back to down to Lome, and then Lome straight to New York. So yeah, so yeah, so that's what's going on, guys. Yeah, business class for $2,500. Like I said, if 25, 35, that range for business class, I mean, that's again, you get to board the plane first. You got your own little situation. You also get the access to the lounges wherever you're at, wherever you lay over at. Yeah, it's worth it. The business class, yeah, but it's just again, the cheapest business class is out of New York. Business class flying out of Atlanta, unless you're a big baller. Unless you're a big baller. Uh, it's expensive. So I fly out of New York. Again, I just fly out. I prefer New York. So, Africa Union. Somebody said Dynast, the salt and pepper mustache looks great. Thank you. I don't know why people dye their grays. I'm embracing my gray. I'm embracing my gray. I don't know why people dye their gray. Like I'm embracing my gray. I like it. I'm gonna embrace it. I'm gonna embrace it. Yeah. Guys, hit the like button. Also share. Oh, so African Union, Macky Sall went to Russia today to meet with Putin and discuss. So, it's somewhat troubling. So the amount of wheat that gets imported to Africa from Sir Will, to stop dyeing your gray, man. Don't dye your gray. You look very, as my lady friend told me, you look very distinguished. Yeah, don't dye your gray. Don't dye it. Let that pepper come in. Let that salt come in. Let it come in. Come in. So what's surprising is I didn't know this. The amount of wheat that sub-Saharan Africa imports from Russia is crazy. So I think Macky Sall, he's like the president of the African Union or head chairman of the African Union, he flew to Moscow to meet with Putin just to say, hey, I know you guys at war with Ukraine, but hey, we still need our wheat. So please don't cut off the wheat. We need that wheat. Well, Ukraine. Okay, so Northern Africa, they get the most. No. Sub-Saharan Africa gets majority of their wheat from Russia. Northern Africa, they get the majority of their wheat from Ukraine, and they're struggling. It's about to be bad. It's about to end up bad for them because I think Ukraine exports. I think Ukraine exports is like wheat exports like down like 50% or 60%, something crazy. Guys, it's Russia. Am I wrong? Put the link in. If I'm wrong, put the link in the chat room. The majority of wheat, from what I understand, that goes to sub-Saharan Africa is coming from Russia, not uh, not Ukraine. But Northern Africa is coming from Ukraine, and they're feeling it. But Putin has pretty much told them, like, has pretty much told sub-Saharan Africa, look, you guys are good. We're gonna take care of you. You don't have nothing to worry about. So pretty soon, I think another Russia Africa summit's gonna happen. Uh, yeah, well, that's another story. Hey, but listen, Reggie, I remember black people here in America specifically saying that I would rather pay higher gas prices than have Donald Trump here in office. Well, hey, you manifested that. So that's what they wanted. Literally, Reggie, they said, black people were saying, I would rather pay higher gas prices and higher taxes than have Donald Trump in office. And their wish came true. So it's what it is. It's, well, they're talking about in Africa, well, they're talking about replacing the wheat with cassava. Replacing the wheat with cassava. That's what they were saying. Replacing the wheat with cassava. Hold on. Who said that? Hold on. Here we go. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Who said that? Here we go. Here we go. Let me share this. Here we go. This is from Shannon Sharpe. I'd rather pay $20 a gallon than have Trump in office. Hope that answers your question. Well, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. So yeah, that's what black people wanted. They would rather pay more gas and taxes and all this other stuff than have Trump in office. So you got what you wanted. You got what you wished for. And but that's another show. We'll that's another show. Um, like I said, I knew this was gonna what was gonna hit the fan when these two clowns got elected. I knew that was gonna happen, and I told you guys, but no one wanted to list it. So oh well. So oh well. Hey, listen, that's what you guys wanted, man. That's what you guys wanted. You guys wanted to get rid of the orange man and pay higher gas prices. Well, here you go. So I don't want to hear any complaining from you guys. I don't want to hear any whining. This is what you guys wanted. So, anyways, guys, that's it. Like, share, subscribe. Sierra Leone in November. Citizenship is available to those who qualify. Hit me up for details. Also, Nigeria in August. We'll love to have you guys for the Oshun Festival. Come and join us. Beautiful people. Oh my goodness, guy. I'm sorry. Okay, listen. I'm gonna listen. So I agree with Shannon. I'd rather have the higher prices than the Bolton white supremacists running around. We see how that ends up for black folks. Guys, I'm gonna be called a coon for what I'm about to say. All right. Black, you're worried about white supremacists. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. But black people, men and women here in America, we cannot go 30 seconds without shooting and killing each other. All right. That's what I don't understand. Like, we cannot go 30 seconds without shooting and killing each other. We cannot put the guns down. We can't do it. I don't know why. And you're worried about white supremacists. And I get it. That's the issue. But again, we cannot go. That's why when they say the white supremacists with Donald Trump, I'm like, okay, well, all these Negroes must be white supremacists. They must be white. All these Negroes must be white. So I'm here in Atlanta, and it's off the chain right now. The murder rate is up. It's off the chain. Shooting up Fogo de Chao, shooting up Lenox Mall. Your boy Young Thug putting hits out on people from prison. They must be white supremacists. They must be white supremacists. So you guys chose to pay higher gas prices. Like I said, that's another show. That's another show. It's to the point now where I never said white supremacists aren't real. But I'm listen. With black people, the enemy is within. Period. That's what I want to say. With black people, with the black community, the enemy is within. It's not in Trump's camp. The enemy is within. Now, if you want to argue about that, why would you even want to argue with that? The enemy is within with the black community. All right, we got to stop deflecting and deal with the with the reality of that. I mean, I'm sorry. So all this, Trump that, he empowered white supremacists. Well, who's empowering these Negroes that continue to kill and rob and shoot in our communities? Who in the hell is empowering them? Who is empowering them? That's my only question. That's my only question. Again, who is empowering these Negroes who continue to rob and kill each other on a daily basis? Nipsey did a song. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. F Donald Trump. He did a song, F Donald Trump, right? It wasn't a white supremacist who killed Nipsey Hussle. It was somebody that looked like me and you who was in his own game. So again, the argument, he empowered white supremacists when Negroes are terrorizing our community. It doesn't work for me. That excuse doesn't work for me. For some people it does, but for me, it doesn't work. Until next time, family, Dynasty Mirror, search for Huru. Peace.